Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Better Plant Sciences. We're sitting here once again with Brandon, who knows a lot about Jusu, who is the perfect person to dive into this news announcement. But first off, Brandon, how are you doing?
Good, yourself?
Not doing bad at all. So let's dive in. So you guys are launching 7 new cold pressed juices through Jusu. Tell us about these juices.
Sure. So these juices here essentially double the offering. And it took us from a very basic type of juice company to a full rounded offering. Now, these juices here are more on the fruit side of things. And then one of them as a celery juice with lemon, which is incredible, in terms of alkalizing the body and a whole bunch of other host of benefits. But essentially what I'm most excited about is that it rounds off the offering and it also creates kind of some excitement for some audiences that aren't into juicing because, like one's a pineapple, one's strawberry, one is kind of a grape one. Those are flavors that are far more approachable. Whereas the greens, ones like this, a little bit tougher to consume if you haven't really been a juicer before. So pretty excited about it. The other 2 shots that we've also got, great for immunity and great for fighting inflammation. So I can't be happier.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's always good to have intro, right? Intro juices for people who have not quite went into the juicing lifestyle to have something like, hey, this tastes very good. This is really easy for us to consume.
Absolutely. Definitely. Yeah. Because, and like, at a $10 Canadian price point, like that's a very active decision, and you need to understand what you're getting for that. And usually people that juice, they're quite researched, but in case they aren't, we have like gateway juices that are far more pleasing and a little bit more easy on the palate. So
Wonderful, wonderful. So where do we expect these juices to be landing? Where can people see these juices?
So first of all, yeah, we're of course in all of the markets that we directly deliver and have a retail store in. So we've got in Calgary, Alberta, and then we've also got Victoria, BC, and Vancouver, BC. Aside from those places, we're in Whole Foods on the island in Victoria. We have Red Barn Markets in Victoria, which is a really large kind of bespoke little chain of grocery stores. And we're actually working on right now getting into the Whole Foods that are in Vancouver, as we previously were there as Jusu. In Alberta, working on a deal with Spud and Blush Lane, really, really large, at least for Western Canada, a direct grocery delivery business. That's exciting because that's going to get our juices into outside markets that we can't physically deliver. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
All right. And I also saw an increased campaign for direct to consumer. Can you tell us the strategy behind going to direct to consumer for these?
Certainly, yeah. So the pandemic changed the world in this regard. It really showed people that you don't need to pay these huge, crazy lease expenses for offices and all that kind of stuff. So essentially, what businesses like ours are doing and what we're doing is focusing on providing a great like e-commerce experience. All we do is we have a very simple business. It requires low amount of staff, and it's so much more direct and low cost because things are getting expensive nowadays, whether it be utilities, gas, fuel, like all that kind of stuff is getting more expensive. So we as a business have to adapt. If government regulatory side of things is getting more expensive and a little bit harder for businesses, then what do we have to do? We have to cut back. But also by putting more emphasis into e-commerce, it creates a much more streamlined business. So pretty exciting for us, much more simple.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of a similar theme, this evolution from COVID, and people are becoming much more comfortable just ordering foods and any goods directly to their house. It's becoming a much more commonplace thing for everyone. So it seems to really fit directly in line with that.
Absolutely.
All right, Brandon, was there anything else you want to add about things going on? Anything you can tease or just anything else you'd like to share?
We've got a few more flavors actually coming down the pipe, and those are going to be exciting. They're going to be in the more almond milk variety, and those are going to be great for protein. So anyone who's in the fitness world, I think they're really going to like that.
Perfect. Well, Brandon, thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing. And everyone, if you want to check out the juices or anything else with Better Plant, don't be afraid to click the links below and follow because we'll get some more exciting news to you as soon as we can. Brandon, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.